All right. Just thought I'd step in. Couldn't sleep. Look at the news. See what's happening. Trent. Nice. In the house. Sweet. Yeah, I know market's closed, but there was some news. Thought I'd look at some news today. Let's see here. But Trent, what a hero, man. You came by. It's like, that's sweet, man. I was going to go live during the day today. Then some stuff came up. So, let's see what Financial Juice has to say. All right. Yeah, the last thing was the JD Vance press conference telling everybody no deal. So we got no deal between the States and Iran, and everyone's heading back home. Where JD Vance takes Air Force Two back to America. The Iranians, the poor guys, have to take their who knows what plane they're taking back to Iran. Watch it get shot down or something. That'd be insane. Well, let's take a look. How do we know the news affects markets? I mean, we should know that by now, especially with the last 2 weeks. Or the last 2 months, actually. It's all about the news. Well, let me pull up a Bitcoin chart. Let's see how Bitcoin's doing right now. Because Bitcoin's open 24/7. All right, Bitcoin is down 1.82%. Yeah, but this is the JD Vance candle. So when they released that news, no deal. I mean, Bitcoin dumped $1,700, almost 2.5%. So that's something. But yeah, I mean, the news affects the market, man. It is what it is, right? I mean, especially lately. But let's see what we got coming up on Monday. ECB Guendio speaks. Chinese trade balance. There's nothing much on the schedule for Monday. We'll move markets. But it's going to be an interesting open tomorrow. That's for sure. We'll see what happens. I'm expecting oil to start going up. Oil, what did oil end at? Let me see here. Hold on, I gotta log in. Let's see, oil ended at $95.58. I mean, we could definitely see like a giant gap up to 100. That'd be almost a 5% move. That's doable. The NQ ended Friday pretty decent. It was up at least. Let's see the marine traffic. Anything new happening here? Whoa. We got a couple of ships here. What are these guys? Oil tank, chemical tanker. Crude oil tanker from which country? Man, I gotta learn these flags. It doesn't tell me anywhere here. Well, there's one oil tanker leaving the strait. A bulk carrier here. There's some coming in. Chemical tanker. Bulk carrier over here. Another bulk carrier. So is that food or something, I guess? I don't know. Here's some trying to make their ways up. Yeah, I mean, it still looks pretty close, but nice to see something's moving through. Here's one that's trying to come here. Oil and chemical tanker. But yeah, we don't know, Trent. I mean, but news definitely affects the market. There's no denying that. There's some upcoming earnings. Goldman Sachs has earnings coming up. Interesting. J&J. We got a Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, Citibank. So there's a couple of bank earnings coming up on Tuesdays. So that, yeah, that's interesting. I mean, let's see what the banks have to say. Are they making profits or what? Probably making profits, obviously, but let's see what the earning calls and stuff, what kind of outlook they have. That's important. Outlook is definitely important, especially coming from the big banks like JP and Citi. Even Wells Fargo, it's a pretty big bank now. Estimated revenue of $21 billion. JP Morgan Ford, I mean, it's like half of JP Morgan. That's huge. Wells Fargo moving on up in this world. That's for sure. What is this? Oh. It's my OBS. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I thought I'd just step in. I wanted to look at what was coming up. Let's see Trump's schedule. So Sunday, President participates in executive time at the White House at 8 a.m. The president departs Trump National Doral, Miami, en route Miami International Airport. Is that today? Why is it going backwards? Oh, that was yesterday. This is okay. Alrighty. Alright, there's that. What else do we have? The week ahead. Tuesday, the producer price index published monthly by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics measures changes in price received by domestic producers. Okay, we got some of that. Got some PPI. That'll be out at like 5:30 Pacific time. What else do we have to look forward to? Yeah, JD Vance had that little few minute, 2 3 minute press conference thing.
And whatever shortcomings.
That was cool, I guess. I mean, I can put that on if anybody missed it. Is this an ad? Wow. There's ads playing on here, dude.
So what you just saw there, and whatever shortcomings in the negotiation, it wasn't because of the Pakistanis who did an amazing job and really tried to help us and the Iranians bridge the gap and get to a deal. We've been at it now for 21 hours, and we've had a number of substantive discussions with the Iranians. That's the good news. The bad news is that we have not reached an agreement. And I think that's bad news for Iran much more than it's bad news for the United States of America. So we go back to the United States having not come to an agreement. We've made very clear what our red lines are, what things we're willing to accommodate them on, and what things we're not willing to accommodate them on. And we've made that as clear as we possibly could. And they have chosen not to accept our terms. Questions?
Precisely what have they rejected here? Can you help us understand it a little bit?
Well, I won't go into all the details because I don't want to negotiate in public after we've negotiated for 21 hours in private. But the simple fact is that we need to see an affirmative commitment.
They couldn't make a deal. That's horrible, man. Like, come on.
A nuclear weapon, and they will not
That's disappointing. I'm expecting equities to definitely go down tomorrow. Or pretty much starting tomorrow.
Again, their nuclear program, such as it is, the enrichment facilities that they've.
They keep talking about nuclear, this, nuclear, that.
The simple question is, do we see a fundamental commitment of will for the Iranians not
Disappointing.
to develop a nuclear weapon, not just now, not just 2 years from now, but for the long term? We haven't seen that yet. We hope that we will. Jen. We talked about all those issues, Jen, and we talked about a number of issues beyond that.
Now let's see if someone comes in and wants to do some
We just could not get to a situation.
discuss some politics up in here.
I think that we were quite flexible.
Let's see who's streaming right now.
You need to come here in good faith and make your best effort to get a deal. We did that, and unfortunately, we weren't able to make any headway. Preston.
Mr. Vice President, how often did you communicate with President Trump throughout the negotiations? There are reports that there were multiple rounds.
Tyson Fury had a fight today.
Between negotiations, how often did you communicate with the president throughout those rounds, and what was he
Wasn't
saying?
able to catch it, but I know who won. I'm not going to spoil it.
Yeah, obviously, we were talking to the president consistently.
If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't.
Half a dozen times over the past 21 hours. We obviously also talked to Admiral Cooper, to Pete, to Marco, to the entire national security team. We talked to Scott.
Marco.
So look, we were
Marco
constantly in
Rubio.
communication with the team because we were negotiating in good faith. And we leave here with a very simple proposal, a method of understanding that is our final and best offer.
Well, watch what magnesium does to your bowels.
Oh, God. All right. That's hilarious. Watch what magnesium does to your bowels. All right. What an ad. All right. Let's get rid of JD Vance. Oh, I didn't have the audio on for JD Vance. Oh, well. Great. Yeah, I just wanted to stop by. Trent came in, though. That's sick. Let's see what's going on here news-wise. Yeah, I'm not gonna stay on here long. Saudi Energy Ministry work is still ongoing to restore full production capacity at Kurias Field, state news agency. Okay. Saudi Arabia is releasing some statements. Saudi Energy Ministry recovered the affected volumes from Manifa Field production of around 300,000 barrels per day, state news agency. Operational technical efforts succeed in restoring the full pumping capacity through the east-west pipeline, amounting to approximately 7 million barrels per day. Holy moly. Saudi Arabia got that oil. Well, no one's watching now, so. Yeah, I was just gonna stop by, say what's up. If anyone came in, Trent came in, that's dope. Really appreciate that. But tomorrow at 3 p.m. I'm gonna start the trading. Probably short, man. Like that's probably what's gonna happen. Short equities, long energies. That should be the simple move. I mean, Bitcoin is Bitcoin be down. Bitcoin be down. Down $1,300 on Bitcoin. Will 69,000 hold? We'll see. I know Michael Saylor bought a bunch at around like 67, I think. I don't know what his average is, but I think he's down. I think he was buying up at like the 100,000s. Yeah, I don't expect to stay on too long. I don't expect any new news to come out either. Maybe some explosions in Lebanon and stuff like that. The Israelis haven't stopped bombing since the ceasefire, so it's not looking good. That alone should have told everyone. It's like, yeah, they're not going to make a deal. But Trent, you're a real one, man. Thanks for just coming by, saying what's up. That's great. Might stay on for another 30 minutes until the wife comes home. Marine traffic still looking weak. I'm surprised. There's like a couple of ships coming through. And like, I don't know, these guys are parked here. What the heck is this? These guys are just like parked here. Strange. See if Bitcoin's gonna do anything or not. Let me open up a cleaner chart here. Alrighty. Got a 5-minute chart on. Bitcoin's not moving much anyways. But it's down almost 2%. And that's not good. That doesn't look good for the equities. That's for sure. I'll be back in a minute. Alrighty. Just watching Bitcoin. That's the only thing to watch right now. But yeah, the big news was JD Vance coming out saying no deal. We got no deal. But I got the financial juice up here. Any new news comes, it'll just pop up here in this feed. So I got people covered if they're interested in that. Trump was at the UFC event tonight too in Florida. Not a care in the world, just watching a UFC event. The guy's everywhere, I'll give him that. He has a lot of energy for a 100-year-old man. Well, no one's watching, no likes, no new subscribers. Guess I didn't do anything anyways to gain any subscribers. What's this? We got a last update. Saudi Energy Ministry work is still ongoing to restore full production capacity at Kiris Field. Marine traffic is. We got a bunch of these boats. That's interesting. I still got these pile up of fucking boats waiting though. Oh, I still got that back in 5 minutes thing on. Yeah, how do I take that off? Oh, there you go. But Trent, thanks for stopping by, man. You came in right when I went live. That's sick. Super appreciative of that for sure. Oh, we had JD Vance saying a bunch of things. Maybe I'll sit here and watch a movie or something. What's trending? Christie, Sydney Sweeney, Christie. I don't see chicks boxing. Barely wanted to see Tyson Fury boxing. To be honest, Tyson Fury's a cool guy. He's a cool dude. UFC, the main event was pretty wild. If you didn't watch that, check that out. Phobias. 5 individuals battling intense phobias. Seems interesting. All right. Hungry PM. Orban. The decision of the people must be respected in elections. What's that all about? Oh, that's weird. Can I not click this? Why isn't it taking me back here? Okay. Let us see. Hungary Tiza, opposition leader Magyar. We expect to see record turnout. Every vote counts. So I'm assuming Hungary's having some elections right now. I don't know how important Hungary is on the world stage, but I mean, everyone matters. Let us see what's gonna happen. Let's see. What's Hungary time? What time is it there? It's in 8:30 in the morning. Okay. So I'm assuming like today's their election day on a Sunday. That's weird. Kind of smart too. Maybe everyone's off. More people can vote. But yeah, the JD Vance announcing no deal. That's not the best. Would have been nice if they struck a deal. We go back to normal. Well, the only news coming out is Hungary election stuff. The main thing was JD Vance press conference he had for like a couple minutes, telling everyone a no deal. Surprised Trump didn't come out with a no deal tweet or something. Apparently, Sydney, Australia market's open in 14 hours. That's the word on the street. And the street never lies. Be cool if someone came in here to like talk something. I have nothing to say. I think I gotta get like a mic, but I still gotta wear headphones. Actually, I was thinking like I'll get a actual mic instead of like a headset mic, but I think there'll be too much background noise. Then I still gotta wear the headphones. Probably gotta get new headphones. Something with a fan in it so my ears don't get so hot. Oh, I was playing a movie in the background and it was playing on my speakers. I was wondering why I couldn't hear it. That was a rookie mistake, my bad. Might get a copyright strike for that or something. Who knows? Whatever. I'm just trying to build like an audience, a group of people that can trade together. Yeah, the last couple of news was just about like Hungary and their elections. I haven't really been following that. I don't know if that's going to be a market moving type of thing, anyways. If anyone who wants to step in here, discuss something, leave something in the chat. Let's see if anyone's no one's even watching. No one watching me, man. Dang it. Well, it was nice that Trent stopped in. Thanks for coming by, brother. Bitcoin's down almost 2%. It was making a move, but that JD Vance conference or announcement brought us down like 3%, two and a quarter, like $1,600. So that wasn't a good move, and it's telling. I mean, depends where Bitcoin stays. Like futures might open up like down 2%, 2% gap. Hungary, Tiza, opposition leader Maguire says we expect a very good result. Hungary's got some elections going on. Well, so you start streaming on Target Hit. Belvanique. What's that mean? Thanks for stopping by, though. That's awesome. Hello, I saw you start streaming on Target Hit. Not sure what that means. Can you elaborate, please? And do you trade? Do you trade futures or follow market? I don't really trade Bitcoin. I trade like NASDAQ, oil, gold, mostly NASDAQ, futures, long-term stocks, stuff like that. But thanks for stopping by. If you're still here, please elaborate. Let's have a little discussion. We could talk about anything. News, politics, markets. Joshi, hey bud. Yeah, I'm just here just to kill some time. I was bored. Thought I'd look at what the news has to bring. See what next week has to bring. We got some Chinese trade balance. We don't have much. We got actually we got US PPI on. Oh, that's on the 14th, so that's on Tuesday. No, when's that? Yeah, Tuesday. That could bring something. IMF World Economic Outlook. That could be something. Hungary has their elections today, so there's some news coming about that. Saudi Arabia is working to like fix their refineries and increase their oil production. But yeah, the main thing was no deal. The JD Vance press conference. No deal. But thanks for stopping by, Joshi. Appreciate it. Hopefully you're having a wonderful night. It's getting late, though. It's almost midnight where I am. I'm just feeling kind of lonely. Want to talk to somebody. Well, more money for the U.S. In which way? How would you say that? Well, it's lunch here. Lucky you, man. On the weekends, my breakfast, lunch, and dinner are heavy, man. On the weekdays, I don't get enough of it because wife's like, make your own food, and then I'm like, I'd rather starve than make my own food. But Joshi, like, whoa, what do you mean, like, more money for the U.S.? Like, what? What's more money for the U.S.? Like, to keep the war going, or is that what you mean? Like, no deal, more money? Please elaborate if you can. Pump, baby, pump. Pump the oil. Bitcoin's down almost 2%. That's not the best for equities, that's for sure. That's for dang sure. What's the gas price where you are, Joshi? I think you're in France or something, right? think you in France? Actually, no, you're not in France. Well, you might be. I don't know. That wasn't you though. That was I forgot his name now. I'm the worst with names, especially YouTube names. Everyone has the craziest names. Where did Belvanique go though? Oh, it says 4 people watching. Say something, guys. Start a little conversation. Oh yeah, Shanghai. My bad. Yeah. Totally forgot. Sorry, man. That's not cool of me at all. Not cool. Completely forgot you're from Shanghai. Beautiful place, that's for sure. No, man, I didn't forget about you. No way, man. That's just on me. That's my fault. Completely my fault. I would never forget about you. I just started streaming, so like, you're gonna go down as one of the OGs. You're an OG, Joshi. Yeah, but what do you think about this no deal situation, Joshi? What do you think's gonna happen? We see oil pump and equities dump. That would make the most sense, right? Oh, we had 4 viewers. Now it's only 2. Oh, it's probably just you and me, Joshi, now. Start a conversation, man. How's China doing? What's the gas prices over there? There's 12D chess for the U.S.? I was thinking 3D chess. 12D is just out of this world. Yeah, it's hard to say. I don't know. It's hard to say. What's the end goal here? Like, what does America want? And what America wants, America gets, right? But yeah, you expecting to make any trades tomorrow? Or are you gonna wait till Monday open? My time. 1 second. Alrighty, I'm back. Bitcoin looks like it still wants to go down. Got a little bit known. Russian troops observed the Easter ceasefire. Okay, I thought Easter was over, but alright, that's good. Less people getting bombed is always a good thing. Just watching Bitcoin, trying to get an idea of what might happen tomorrow. Don't expect too much news to come out. Hungary has some elections going on. That was like the only news coming out. Yeah, other than that, not much going on. It's a Saturday here. Well, I guess it's technically Sunday where I am. We're past midnight. It's getting cold outside too. A little chill outside. I'm watching Phobius just to kill some time till the wife comes home. But thanks for stopping by, Joshi, man. Appreciate it. You're the man. In Shanghai, China, having a lunch. That's the dream. I don't think Joshi's here anymore, but if you are, I don't really follow the Chinese market. I wonder how that's doing. Do you trade that or not? Bitcoin wants to roll over. We're almost down 2% now. No real news came out other than JD Vance announcing a no deal. The no deal. I think this was the no deal candle over here, or like the breakdown. Boom. Surprised it didn't go down more, but it is Saturday. I mean, down 2.18% or so. How many dollars was that? Let's see. Like $1,700 dump because of the no deal. Balvanique, you're still here? Awesome, man. Do you think it's possible to next big move down if the rising wedge on the 1 day fall under the bottom line? Are we talking about Bitcoin here? Let's see. The 1 day you want to look at? Let's look at the 1 day. The daily chart. So you're looking for a rising wedge? So what, like something like this? I'm assuming. And where do you want to start the top from? Like here? Something like that. It is hard to say. I mean, oil's, it matters what oil does, that's for sure. And oil ended yesterday at, or Friday, I mean, oil's at $96.57. So, I mean, could we see a pump on oil up to $100? It's likely. And that would be like a 3.5% move or so. I mean, for all we know, man, like on Monday, oil opens up like 20%, 10%. That would wreck markets, including Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin's be following equities. But do you think it's possible the next big move down to rising wedge on the 1 day fall under the bottom line? And keep support here at 60,000? I mean, if Bitcoin were to fall, I'm expecting equities to fall and oil to go up because there's no deal. And Bitcoin moves a lot. I mean, there's no telling. I mean, it can move 15% down in a day, no problem. Test the 60,000s again. Sailor bought some at 69, I believe. I think he bought around like 400, 500 Bitcoin at 69,000 or so. I can't confirm though. You have a short on ETH and Bitcoin from 73,000 and 2,300, so keep holding. So you have a short on Bitcoin at 73,000? That's a good short, man. 73,000. So I mean, you're up. You're up a bit. You're up like 2%. I can't give any financial advice, that's for sure, but my prediction, not prediction, but like, I would assume, since there's no Iran deal, oil will go up, equities will go down. And if equities go down, I mean, Bitcoin and ETH will probably go down with it. But there's no, I mean, Bitcoin can go up, take everyone out, and then go down too. Take out this zone right here. Not zone, but like this high right here. That'd be a big move though. So there's no telling. No financial advice over here. And to be fair, I don't really trade Bitcoin and crypto. I'm more of a NASDAQ and ES and oil and gold type of guy. Balvanique, you're a new trader. And you miss a lot of trades. You don't want to, I mean, you don't want to overtrade either. You miss a trade, there's always another trade to be made. So don't ever worry about that. If you're worried about missing trades, don't worry. There's another day. Well, Balvinique, where are you from? Where are you from, Balvinique? And am I saying your name correctly? Oh, you're from Czech? Czech Republic? Is that what they call it? Don't they call it Czechia now or something? Yeah, they do. That's cool. I've never been, but one day I hope to see the Czechia. Czech Republic. Oh, okay, okay. I think they were calling Czech Republic Czechia in the Olympics. I was confused. I'm like, isn't that Czech Republic? And they're calling it something else. That was weird. Well, one of my favorite hockey players used to be Jaromír Jágr, and he was from the Czech Republic. He was awesome. I think he still plays hockey, but I don't know if he plays in the NHL or some other league or something, but that guy was one of my favorites when I was a kid. But thanks for stopping by, Balvinique. That's awesome. Yager and Pasternak, yeah. I don't watch too much hockey nowadays, but yeah, Yager was the best. With his mullet, he was great. Him and Lemieux, like they get like 150 points a year or something. Like between the both of them, they'd almost have like 300 points. I'm from the Pacific Northwest in Canada, on the West Coast. Like Vancouver, if you ever heard of it. Not many people have. Same time zone as like California. Have you heard of? Oh, you've heard of Vancouver, but you've never been there. Yeah, I mean it's a nice place. It's expensive. There's not much to do here, so I mean there's better places to go. If you're gonna come out all this way, go to California, go to Vegas, go to Florida. Canada's kind of boring, but depends what you like. We got some skiing here. If you like hiking and stuff. Yeah, maybe one time. Well, we got no new news coming in. Last thing was Russian troops observed the Easter ceasefire. I mean, it would suck if the Iranian conflict keeps going on as long as like the Russia-Ukraine thing has. That's been years. Could you imagine if Iran and the Israel and USA war goes on for like 3 years, 4 years? That'd be insane. Well, Balvanika, hopefully you subscribed. That'd be awesome. Love to talk to you again. I stream usually like 6 days a week. I just started streaming actually, so I don't have a real schedule. But I'm planning to do some late night streams and like New York session streams. Probably like 2-3 streams a day, just depending on the day, but at least one stream a day. Probably minimum 2 streams a day, I don't even know. Minimum one. Stick with that. That I can at least do. But like right now, I was feeling kind of bored. I'm like, you know what? Let's just hop on, see if anyone comes in. That'd be cool. Hopefully, I'll get like a nice camera setup going, better audio eventually. See where it goes. Oh, we got 3 people watching. There should be someone else here. Say hi in the chat if you're just creeping on my video here. Sorry I was away from the keyboard. No worries, man. Don't be sorry. I just appreciate you stopping by, staying here. And if you subscribe, I'd be even more happy. That'd be great. What's gas prices in Czech Republic right now? It's probably up there. Over here, it's like $2 Canadian for a liter. Yeah, but JD Vance had the press conference, no deal. That's bearish in my eyes. That's some bearish news. Now I was hoping for some bullish news because I got some long terms that I kind of wanted to cash out, but like I'm expecting Monday to open down. Might give a good buying opportunity. We'll see how far it goes down. It's about $2.30 a liter. Or I guess that's euro. So euro's even more. If that's euro, that's like $3.73 a liter. That's huge. In Germany, it's more. Oh, yeah. It's 8 won here. About $1.10. Joshi, really? Dang, man. Time to move to Shanghai with Joshi. Joshi, you got a room for rent? I gotta bring my wife and 2 kids though, so I probably need like 3 rooms. Okay. Joshi, yeah, Russian pipeline? Nice, dude. That must be a long pipeline. Yeah, that's interesting. No one talks about like the pipeline. There's a pipeline that Russia's feeding China with oil. Like, do they really need the Strait of Hormuz? It's interesting. Oh, there's 7 people watching now. 8 people watching now. Nice. We're moving on up in this world. Anyone watching, leave, get into the chat. Let's get these conversations going. It used to be 6 yuan. About 80 cents. A liter? Wow. No wonder China's economy is doing good. They got that cheap oil. We're spending $2 Canadian for 1 liter over here. And the US deals with gallons. I don't even know how to deal with that, but like they're at like $4 or $5 a gallon. Funny thing is, Canada has a lot of oil, so, but it doesn't help us. Cheap sanctioned oil, yeah, no doubt. But you got a pipeline, so that's insane. I didn't even think about that. Someone was actually telling me like they were building a pipeline. I didn't know there was actually a pipeline bringing oil into China. I didn't know that. Yeah, India's doing the same thing. Pakistan, they're getting cheap oil from Russia, and Iran too probably. Let's see the Strait of Hormuz. Any traffic coming through? Let's see. Saw a couple boats. They're still there. Hasn't really been updated. See a couple ships coming down out of the strait. Who's this guy trying to come in here? It's an Iranian bulk carrier. Who's this guy? I don't even know what country that is. MZ? Mozambique? I don't even know. Yeah, China be killing it. So one thing I always said, man, the Chinese are smart people. And they're not getting themselves involved in stupid wars. Every war is stupid. I mean, at the end of the day, if we're not civilized enough to just work together, like, come on. Like, remember COVID? All the countries were working together, the pharmaceutical companies, and they came out with a vaccine within like weeks and months. Like, if we did that for cancer and like other problems that we have, like, we could solve like everything within a year. Hunger, cancer, what are the problems that we have? Energy, pollution. No one works together. Only if we can all just get along. Plus the reserves. Well, if you get a pipeline, I mean, you don't have to use much reserves. And reserves only last for, I mean, days and weeks. I mean, if you're just going off reserves, like, no country has like a year's worth of oil reserves. It's like weeks or days. Belvanique, who's Tao? Predicted move 1 day before this fall. Are we talking about Bitcoin? Bitcoin's only down 2%, $1,400. I mean, it does that all the time. The issue is if the war continues, that cheap oil won't stay cheap. But if sanctions continue, I mean, Russia will still sell their oil for cheap to buyers that come in. And Iran, if they're able to, they're going to sell to whoever wants to buy it. Oh, there's only 2 people watching right now. A couple of people came in. That was cool. But no one came into the chat. So that's not that cool. Oh, we got actually 1 more subscriber. That was awesome. That's awesome. Appreciate that. Joshi's from. I'll let Joshi answer. I don't want to dox him. But dang, a couple of people came in and they just left. That stinks. Oh well, they probably didn't like my voice. They're like, screw this guy. What's he talking about? Useless. No new news. BTC's hovering around negative like 2%. There's not much else to look at, honestly. It's like a sea with viewers. What, they come in and out, you mean? I'm just glad I got Balvanique and Joshi here. That's all I need. I don't need any more viewers. I'm happy with the two of you. Just give me a minute here. I gotta see what my wife's. Back in like 2 minutes. Alrighty. Wife went straight to sleep. Didn't even say hi after coming back from work. Like, come on, man. That's okay. She's probably tired. No, there's only one person watching now. It's just me. Everyone left. My bad. Did I miss something here, Joshi? Where are you from? It's like a sea of viewers always come. That rhymes. Is BTC under EMA 200 or not? Let's see. Shouldn't be too hard to pull a EMA here. Oh, oops. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, what's the red one? Oh, it's not telling me which EMA it is. Great. Hold on, let's see if we can get a 200. We just have a simple 200 EMA here. Got a SMA. So I'm guessing this is a 200 EMA here. Yeah, it's definitely below the 200 EMA on the daily, that's for sure. No news coming out. Hungary has some elections. I don't think that's going to move the market at all. The biggest news was just Iran failure in the negotiations. Just couldn't make a deal. We got 1 subscriber for the stream. Appreciate that. I don't know if it's Balvanique. Might have been. If not, whoever it was, appreciate that. I took a nap during the day, so I still got energy. Wish the market was open. But thanks for everyone that came by. A couple people came by. That's cool. But Balvanique, is the BTC under the 200 EMA? Yes, it is. But let me just say I do not trade BTC. I used to trade crypto a lot, but now I just trade like the NQ mostly, a little bit of CL, a little bit of gold. I'll keep those lines on for you if you want. Marine traffic still looking. I mean, it's looking a little bit better. I mean, like, look at all these boats here. This area was pretty much empty. Now we got a little bit just hogging Iran, staying close to Iran. Is Iran safe now or what? Well, there's only one person watching. I think that's myself. I think I count as a viewer. Well, we'll see tomorrow when markets open. See if you see a huge gap down on equities and a huge gap up on oil. And who knows what gold and silver is going to do. Might follow equities. That's what it's been doing lately. Obavnik, you're my top fan. Number 1. Yoshi, she beat you. You're number 2. I don't even have a number 3. Oh, Trent is number 3. There's nothing much to talk about, to be real here. Bitcoin had that drop on the announcement of no deal with Iran. Now we're kind of consolidating in a range of about, what, $600. Holding 69,000 would be bullish. But I mean, 69,000 is down there too. That'd be almost a 4% move. Michael Saylor bought some Bitcoin. I think at around 69. Who knows what MicroStrategy's average is? It's probably a way to find out. See if ChatGPT knows. Oh, well, ChatGPT says MicroStrategy has roughly $35,000 to $36,000 average. I mean, they're still up then. They're up by quite a bit. And potentially having about 200,000 Bitcoin. That's pretty good. I mean, if they really have 200,000 Bitcoin, at today's price, they got like $14 billion in Bitcoin. Not bad at all. Well, no one's here. I was gonna put on JD Vance's little speech he had.
They've been destroyed. But the simple question is, do we see and well, good morning everybody. And let me say a couple of notes of appreciation. First of all, to the Prime Minister of Pakistan and to Field Marshal Munir, who were both incredible hosts. And whatever shortcomings in the negotiation, it wasn't because of the Pakistanis who did an amazing job and really tried to help us and the Iranians bridge the gap and get to a deal. We have been at it now for 21 hours, and we've had a number of substantive discussions with the Iranians. That's the good news. The bad news is that we have not reached an agreement, and I think that's bad news for Iran much more than it's bad news for the United States of America. So we go back to the United States having not come to an agreement. We've made very clear what our red lines are, what things we're willing to accommodate them on, and what things we're not willing to accommodate them on. And we've made that as clear as we possibly could, and they have chosen not to accept our terms. Questions?
Sir, Nick Robertson from CNN. Precisely what have they rejected here? Can you help us understand it a little bit?
Well, I won't go into all the details because I don't want to negotiate in public after we negotiated for 21 hours in private. But the simple fact is that we need to see an affirmative commitment that they will not seek a nuclear weapon, and they will not seek the tools that would enable them to quickly achieve a nuclear weapon. That is the core goal of the President of the United States, and that's what we've tried to achieve through these negotiations. Again, their nuclear program, such as it is, the enrichment facilities that they had before, they've been destroyed. But the simple question is, do we see a fundamental commitment of will for the Iranians not to develop a nuclear weapon, not just now, not just 2 years from now, but for the long term? We haven't seen that yet. We hope that we will. Jen.
Was there a framework on anything, and also did the Iranians build any assets?
Well, it looks like someone came in.
About all those issues, Jen, and we
If
talked
anyone's
about-
watching, say something in the chat. Let's get a conversation going.
Again, we just could not get to a situation where the Iranians were willing to accept our terms. I think that we were quite flexible, we were quite accommodating. The president told us you need to come here in good faith and make your best effort.
But yeah, this was the news.
We did that, and unfortunately, we weren't able to make
No deal between the U.S. and Iran. Not looking good for equities. Anyone long oil might be in a good position. Bitcoin's down $1, 1.8%.
I don't know how many times we talked to him. A half
But who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? We might be down huge.
We talked to Admiral Cooper, to Pete, to Marco, to the entire national security team. We talked to Scott Bassin a number of times.
Or maybe markets will just be like, you know what? We don't even care about the war anymore.
We were negotiating in good faith.
And oil and equities just go up together. That's a possibility too. Anything's possible.
Simple proposal, a method of understanding that is our final and best offer. We'll see if it is accepted.
Not much traffic at the Strait. No new news. It's going to be a sit and wait next week. You don't want to get into too big of a position, but there might be some great opportunities in every market. I'll be live again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And I'll be making trades probably. I'll be in the game. Either in a cash account or a practice account. I'm going to be playing the markets, man. I love doing it. I just started streaming a little while ago. And I kind of liking it. Oh, now we have no viewers. Alrighty, so I think at this point I'll just call it a day. Thanks everyone for listening. Got 1 subscriber today. Have 2 likes. That's awesome. Joshi, Bavanik, Trent came in. Appreciate you, Trent. Appreciate you, Joshi. And the new viewer, Balvanique. Awesome. See you guys tomorrow. Hopefully someone tunes in. Over and out.